Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT. Yes, it's WWE 2K24 Universe Mode, episode 237. Gonna be an awesome show as always here tonight, folks, as we come to you live from Bad Guys. Alright. Gonna be a fun one here tonight, folks. I'm Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions and welcome to NXT. Let's waste no further time and get right into the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to work.
And is for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
As just heard the group ring announcer Alicia Taylor, the Cruiserweight title, going to kick us off live tonight at NXT here this evening. We are going international. We're going overseas. We're in Baghdad, Iraq. And the Cruiserweight title is on the line. Yeah, the challenger tonight is none other than LWO representative Joaquin Wilde. A couple of weeks ago, Cruz del Toro, Wild Talk tag team partner, got the opportunity for the Cruiserweight title tonight. It's Joaquin Wilde's turn to go up against fellow LWO member and the champion himself, Santos Escobar. Gonna be a fun way to kick us off. Very fast-paced Cruiserweight clash to start off the night in Baghdad, Iraq for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. It's the first time I've seen Joaquin Wilde in a single scenario. He's always usually in the tag team division or barely ever getting any time here on the NXT brand. Let's see if we can turn things around, become the brand new NXT Cruiserweight Champion surprise as leader of the LWO and walk out brand new Cruiserweight Champion here this evening. And here comes the champion then to kick us off live on the white and gold brand. None other than the Emperor of Lucha Libre, Santos Escobar. Escobar been a very incredible Cruiserweight Champion, impressive as of late, defeating the likes of Wesley, Ilya Dragunov, Austin Aries, and Cruz del Toro to retain his Cruiserweight Championship. Next on the list is other stablemate, other partner of the LWO, Joaquin Wilde. Escobar has no problem handing out the opportunities to his partners and teammates of the LWO, and he also has no problem beating their asses and hanging on to his Cruiserweight title. Del Toro's been one of them he's beaten. Can he beat Wilde tonight to start us off? In Baghdad, Iraq on NXT, episode 237 of this Universe Mode series. We're going to have to wait and see. With Escobar making his walk to the ring, this crowd going crazy. An international setting here tonight. We're all the way overseas in Iraq this evening, as they are going to be in for a treat tonight. Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wilde, for that right there, the gold that Escobar is holding aloft above his head, the coveted NXT Cruiserweight crown. Let's get into it, folks, to kick us off live on NXT here tonight. This crowd looking ready for the action. I'm ready for the action. Let's get into it, as that right there is what you're fighting for. The beautiful, prestigious, and coveted NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Let's head down to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Alicia Taylor.
The challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 175 pounds, Joaquin Wilde. And his opponent from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 200 pounds, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Santos Escobar.
Thank you, Alicia Taylor. Santos Escobar getting a huge ovation here tonight in Iraq. But the underdog, Joaquin Wilde, could really surprise everyone here tonight. Could pull off a massive upset this evening. With the Cruiserweight title on the line, Rotsapara holds up that Cruiserweight title. He is our NXT official. He's going to get us started here tonight for this Cruiserweight Championship matchup, as Joaquin Wilde challenges his stablemate of the LWO, Santos Escobar. Here we go then, man. Both men looking ready. Rotsapara ringing the bell. Our matchup is now officially underway. great way to get it started. Joaquin Wilde gets the upper hand. Big kick to the midsection. Up the ropes now. Wilde looking to fly. Massive splash on that shaft. That start is off. Great start there from Joaquin Wilde. Goes off now. A little corner, but not getting that. Went for a clothesline, but Santos Escobar way out of harm's way. Escobar runs from halfway across the ring and running at him with a Frankenstein. Knee shot now is Santos Escobar, countered by Joaquin Wilde. Wilde out of the corner, this time able to connect with a DDT off the slingshot. The springboard out of the corner there from Joaquin Wilde. Escobar back to his feet and a big bicycle knee. Down goes Joaquin Wilde, and even though he's literally the cruiserweight champion, he knows that Joaquin Wilde is the more agile and more high-flying superstar of the two. He knows his stablemate all too well, and he's going to try and ground him, and it's a smart strategy from the champion Escobar tonight. But now it's Joaquin Wilde, atomic drop, and a big splash to a grounded champion as Wilde now looking to fly, moonsault, nobody home. Escobar out of harm's way there, and a big massive leg drop of the cruiserweight champion Santos. And Joaquin Wilde running in with a Hurricane Rana, sent him halfway across the ring. Oh, look at this. Nice kick there to the midsection of Santos. Escobar going to send him in the corner. Escobar going to show him what a real Hurricane Rana is and what a real Frankenstein can be. Tippy top rope. Santos Escobar avalanche Frankensteiner by the cruiserweight champion, but hurt him himself in the process. The crowd loving every second of the action tonight, and back at a rat. Cover 2 and a kick out. Oh man, now stomping away, but look at this. Clothesline from Joaquin Wilde, fighting back. That's what he needs to do. Wilde now. Off the ropes. Oh, missing that one. Santos Escobar going to take advantage. Big overhand shot. Rolling through in that one. Joaquin Wilde rolls through his sword, and look at that. Rolling into a code breaker. Double knees by Wilde there, connecting on Escobar. Now a code red from Santos. Onto Santos rather, and a kick out. By the cruiserweight champion Joaquin Wilde, not able to get the win, not just yet anyway. And look at Joaquin now looking to fly. Beautiful springboard drop kick. And the challenger on the cruiserweight champ. Escobar in trouble. Bottom rope now. Springing into a poison runner by Wilde. Come on. For the cruiserweight title to upset his leader of the LWO. Only enough for a one. Kick out by Santos Escobar. Escobar staying alive in this one. Big kick rolls through his Santos leg lariat by Santos Escobar, fighting back against Joaquin Wilde. Irish Whip going to send the LWO man in the corner on the double knee to the midsection. Rolls through. Inside trail victory roll now. Escobar. The move that won him the title. It's a kick out from Wilde. Not able to get the win, not just yet, but Escobar heading up tippy top rope, looking to fly here. Massive frog splash to the midsection. Covered by Santos. 2 count connecting. No, not enough for the win. Oh man. Santos Escobar almost getting the victory there. But still not enough not to be. Big kick upside the top of the head. And look at this. Joaquin Wilde almost like a BFTS maneuver. Dropping Santos on the top of his head. Will it be enough for the title? 2 count on the champ, and a kick out by Escobar. Joaquin Wilde almost upsetting Santos Escobar, the LWO, as he might look to do it again. 5-star frog splash up the top. Escobar in trouble, covered by Wilde. 2 count, kick out. Wilde almost becoming the brand new cruiserweight champ as Escobar. Roll to the outside of the ring, could be Wilde's time to fly. Tope con Hilo. Thing of beauty by the challenger tonight. Santos Escobar taking out him on the outside of the ring. And now Escobar and Wilde fighting here. Spine buster to the outside of the ring by Santos Escobar. Joaquin Wilde hits hard on the outside. As Santos looks to maybe retain his title via counter against his LWO stablemate and partner. But wait a minute. Santos looking to fly. Tope Suicida taking out Wilde. This one rolls on. We're back live at Bag at Iraq. Here this evening on NXT. Wilde looking to springboard in and get back into the action. Hurricane Rana. There's Joaquin Wilde now. Picks him up, atomic drop. Wilde thing. That's what he calls it. Double boot to the jaw. The champ cover. Do we have a new champ? Has Wilde done it? No, it's a kick out by Escobar. This one continues. Man, what a matchup tonight between these two LWO superstars. Here tonight, too, Kevin the Cruiserweight titles. Escobar with a victory roll. Not enough for the win. Escobar runs in though. Wait a minute. Phantom driver down goes Wild. Good night. Cover Escobar now to retain. 2 count. Oh, Wild kicks out. Unbelievable. He kicked out of Escobar's finishing touch. Unreal scenes tonight, and Escobar not having it. Clothesline, another clothesline, and 3 massive clotheslines by the NXT Cruiserweight Champ. Went for a shot there. Wild able to block. Wild out the corner, second time of the match. Tornado DDT drops him in the top of his head. And now it's Joaquin Wild for the NXT Cruiserweight title. Big smack to the face of his LWO leader. Super kick, no cut this time. Escobar drops some of the DDT. And Santos Escobar not wasting any more time. We're going to finish this one off. Gordon Murray wants some Mexican Destroyer by the champ. Folding the challenger like an accordion. Here's the cover now, like his hook shoulders down. Will he retain? He'll score in 2. And that'll do it. Santos Escobar is still the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. They're going to start it live on NXT. What a matchup. What a fight tonight between these two LWO stars. Santos Escobar able to somehow, some way hang on to his NXT Cruiserweight Championship against the very game Joaquin Wild of the LWO. But it's one more defense for the Emperor of Lucha Libre, who once again gets it done and continues his historic run as Cruiserweight Champion. Who's going to knock off Escobar for the gold? As we are on the build, we are on the road to NXT TakeOver Deadline. You've got to imagine Escobar will be having an opponent at that event. But who's going to step up to the NXT Cruiserweight Champion? What a match, what a fight. Great win for Escobar. Is coming up later on tonight, your main event of the evening. Carmelo Hayes has his work cut out for him as he will defend his NXT Championship in a triple threat match against his 2 former opponents. His 2 most recent defenses in single competition. His best friend Trick Williams, his arch rival, the Ring General, Gunther. That's your main event later on, but coming up next, that's an NXT TakeOver Deadline Gauntlet match qualifier for the men. It's Big Bronson Reed taking on the Street Champ Solo Sikoa. Who's gonna go to join Damian Priest and Obafemi in the men's Deadline Gauntlet match at NXT TakeOver Deadline? Let's find out, folks, as the Big Ozilla is making his way to the ring first. This is gonna be a massive horse fest.
Making his way to the ring from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Bronson Reed.
I'll tell you, man, you're going to have to reinforce the ring for this one. Who's going to be the 3rd man to qualify for the NXT TakeOver Deadline Gauntlet match at Deadline? We find out next, live and back at a ring. We're back live in the white and gold brand. NXT is making his way to the ring. The Samoan Street Fight. The Samoan Street Champ, Solo Sikoa. We're going to go toe-to-toe with the Ozilla, with the colossal Bronson Reed. This is going to be a massive fight. Both these men, you may think, deserve to be a part of the Deadline Gauntlet. Only one is going to join Damian Priest and Obafemi. Priest defeating Keith Lee a number of weeks back. Obafemi defeating Dijak a couple of weeks back. Today, we'll see who the 3rd man is. Will it be Reed? Will it be Sikoa? We find out right now. We know 2 women are part of the women's gauntlet match, that being Raquel Rodriguez and Tiffany Stratton. We find out who will join the men here in this match. Reed and Sikoa, one-on-one, live on the white and gold brand. Massive match for the crowd, and back at a rack is Bronson Reed leaving his feet with an enziguri. When have we ever seen that from Big Bronson Reed, the Big Aussie? Really showing everybody what he's capable of, but so is Solo Sikoa leaving his feet too with a spinning heel kick tonight. Against Big Bronson Reed, Irish whip off the ropes. Now it's Solo who has a big back elbow. A massive headbutt. With a massive Samoan skull of Bronson Reed. Both these men, massive Samoan skulls. Won't really say Bronson Reed has a Samoan skull, but a massive man. A mountain of a man and a mountain of a Samoan. And Solo Sikoa, the last time we saw Solo, he was a part of the Blue Brand, wrestling on SmackDown against WWE Champion Drew McIntyre. Ahead of McIntyre's defense against Solo's tribal chief and leader of the bloodline, the OTC, Roman Reigns. Of course, Roman Reigns, ladies and gentlemen, losing out to Drew McIntyre at Clash of the Castle in the main event in Glasgow, Scotland. It was of course McIntyre who defeated Sikoa as well. And Sikoa's trip to the blue brand. That's the last time we saw Solo looking to get back to winning ways against Big Bronson Reed. And that last time we saw Bronson was actually TakeOver Vengeance Day. It's been a while since we've seen Big Bronson Reed defeat Cesaro at that event. All the way back when. Now he's back tonight, nursing a couple of injuries, making sure he's better, making sure he's redefined. It's right now. Look at Solo Sikoa. Big axe handle off that top. I believe Bronson actually competed in a triple threat with Damian Priest and Trick Williams for number one contendership after already beating Cesaro at Vengeance Day. So I believe he did wrestle after Vengeance Day. But right now he's wrestling with Sikoa and he busts Solo open on the outside. Face first off the barricade goes that Samoan skull of Solo Sikoa as it looks like Bronson Reed looking to fly here. Tope crossbody on the outside. Reed throwing caution on win tonight and back out of rank on NXT. The winner joins over Femi and Damian Priest and the Deadline Gauntlet. My God. Who's gonna do it? Bronson Reed, Tepe, so roll, flying cross body cover for the win here. 2 count, no. Solo surviving, man. Unreal scenes. Big shot, no block, moving out of the way. Oh, look at that, running STO there. Running STO by Sikoa. Big shots to the midsection, a best shot, big kick and a DDT. And Solo on fire tonight. Can't tell who this crowd and bag out of Iraq would rather win more. I believe more are going for Bronson Reed than Solo, but Solo putting on a shift tonight. Big knee in the corner. Bronson Reed down and out. Don't want to be there. Solo got him in a drop zone for a flying Solo off the top. Cover. Sakura joined the field at Deadline. Leg hook, shoulders down. Scoring 2. Kick out by Reed. Big man from Australia hanging in there. This Solo can't put him down just yet, but he's going to try and wear him down with the best move in all of professional wrestling, the neck crunch. That's what it's all about, man. Solo again, that massive leg drop. Just a big, massive, muscly leg is once again trying to muscle over Bronson Reed and wear him down here. Got him in a submission hold, got that throat, got that neck, got him in a headlock, chin lock here, whatever we want to call it. Reed's in trouble trying to fade out. And that's exactly what he'll do. Not going to quit to that. And now just mowing down Solo Sikoa. And I went for a clothesline. Didn't get that. Big shot from Solo. Blocked by Reed. And again, Reed blocking at Bronson. Reed another shoulder tackle. And now an elbow drop on a big man. Oh, off the ropes. Solo don't want to be there. Master Mash dropped in the midstick to by Bronson Reed. And Reed could put Solo Sikoa down and out. Down a pastures new right here, right now. Sent on by Reed. Here's the cover. Leg is hook, shoulders down. And going at the Deadline. 2 count on Solo near fall. Match up still underway. Stomping away now. And big Bronson Reed. And look at Reed. Oh, Jesus. Reed got that shoulder there. Massive shoulder breaker. Trying to wear down Solo Sikoa now. Can Bronson Reed go to Deadline and join over Femi and Damian Priest? Big story on Damian Priest. We'll get to that later as he is wrestling on the show tonight. And Solo big boot as he gets out of it. Solo Sikoa, I say big boot, but more likely big foot as Solo is barefooted when he wrestles. Solo fighting with Bronson Reed right here, right now. Picks him up. Just a snap suplex. Simple but effective. Will it get him the Deadline? 2 count on Reed. Kicker. Bronson not done just yet. And back out of right by Solo again with that headbutt. I believe Bronson's been busted wide open. A big massive skull of Bronson Reed now sees a crimson mask. But Solo's made as well. As Bronson Reed just had a running DDT. Now going to work on Sikoa. Stomp after stomp. Kick after kick. Big shot moved out of the way. Again, Solo Sikoa. Moving to harm's way. Big shots by Solo. Grabbing Reed now to put him away. The Samoan Spike. Solo to go on Deadline. Spike connecting on Reed. Cover. 2 count. No! Reed kicks out. Solo not yet. Going to take over Deadline. And somehow he was able to hang on there with Bronson Reed off the Samoan spike and now get to his feet as Solo. He's climbed the tippy top rope. Sakura put him away. Oh, in for a diving shoulder tackle, but now it's Bronson Reed able to sidestep it. There's a side heel suplex by Reed. Now Bronson Reed gonna throw him around the ring with authority. Not even a try there with Bronson. Picks him up again. Big shot blocked by Sakura. Sakura now running STO. Solo picks him up, running, clothesline now by Sakura. There's Sakura and Reed fighting. Back and forth action tonight. Who's going to deadline? A joint Priest and Femi. Solo top rope, double axe handle, down goes Big Bronson Reed, back to the well once more goes Solo Sakura. Telling Big Bronson Reed to get to his feet. Now for a second time. Solo with another axe handle. Down goes Bronson. Cover. Solo for the win. Go to deadline. 2 count. Another near fall. Bronson Reed still hanging on. But Bronson might not have much left, but he keeps fighting here. Against Solo Sakura, big kick upside the top of the head, and now it's Big Bronson Reed with a axe driver dropping Solo on the top of his head. Here's the cover for the win. Here to go to deadline. 2 count, gonna get him there. No, oh my God, kick out by Solo at 2. Big battle, back and forth action between these two big brutes of the white and gold brand here tonight in the rack. But Solo moving out of the way as Reed falls ass first to the mat. Big shot in the midsection, spinning Solo now by Sakura. Cover to go to the deadline. Reed down and out. 2 count. No, Bronson still in it. This is unbelievable tonight on NXT. And if you're enjoying this WWE 2K24 Universe Mode Series, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and put that notification bell on, so you don't miss any more of this fantastic WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. And if you want to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, feel free, folks. If you have anything you want to say about this series, anything you feel like I can improve on, let me know down below, folks. I'm always open to constructive criticism. It helps me grow as a person, helps us grow as a community, and helps this channel grow as well. But getting back to the action at hand, Bronson Reed, Solo Sakura, NXT TakeOver Deadline Gauntlet Match Qualifier is on the line to join Damian Priest and Obafemi in that #1 contender gauntlet affair. At that said show coming up in a little under 2 weeks' time. Solo counters there, big elbow, shoulders down, jackknife pin, Solo to steal it. 2 count, got a deadline, kick out by Bronson. Oh my days, look at Bronson Reed, clothesline by Big Bronson Reed. And how can Bronson get the win? Second time of the match, Solo in trouble, large driver again, dropped in his head. He'd been dropped in his head twice, surely it's over. 2 count by Bronson, Solo kicks out again, and a very energetic kick out. Very enthusiastic kick out as well from Solo Sakura. Bronson Reed cannot believe his eyes, but he's going to have to keep pushing. Going to have to keep his foot on the gas pedal if he wants to go to deadline and push Sakura away in this battle. And Solo with a word of attrition who keeps fighting back. Big short arm clothesline by Solo Sakura. As Solo now picks up Bronson. There's the barrage of spikes to the chest of a seated Reed. Look at Solo putting in the work and gonna get the win. I got a deadline here. Cover on Reed. 2 count connects. No, near fall. Once again. My God. How the hell did he kick out of that? Look at this. Solo Sakura taking out the referee in question, Ron Zapata, rolling to the outside where Sakura is. Sakura's getting a weapon. Steel chair brings it in, but Bronson right there saying, go ahead, hit me with it. Solo will oblige. Steel chair shot by missing a second time. There's Bronson, big shoulder tackle by Reed. And then Bronson with a chair over the back of Sakura. Second one connects. All he needed was 2 chair shots. And now Solo in trouble. Bronson Reed now with a powerbomb on the chair as well. Referee now getting up to his feet conveniently as Reed claims the top turnbuckle. That's Solo with a tsunami. He's the cover, legs and shoulders down, scoring 2. And Bronson Reed with a hard-fought victory. He had to work for that one, but Reed gets it done. And Bronson Reed will join Damian Priest and Obafemi now. And the NXT TakeOver Deadline. Deadline Gauntlet matchup. Cannot wait for that one. Bronson Reed comes out on top tonight. Unbelievable scenes, ladies and gentlemen. Man, oh man. Congratulations. Big Bronson Reed, he's going to Deadline. He could be the next #1 contender, especially with efforts like that one. With that one, he's always been a very consistent member of the NXT roster, has Big Bronson Reed, and he could be on the way becoming the next #1 contender, and perhaps even after that, the next NXT champion. But coming up next, live in the Wait and Go brand, it's the NXT Tag Team titles hanging in the balance. It's Damian Priest and JD McDonough of the Judgment Day challenging the Viking Raiders. Eric and Ivar for the gold. It's next live and back. Got around. And here is JD McDonough of the Judgment Day then. McDonough and Priest last week on NXT defeating Pretty Deadly to earn themselves an opportunity at the NXT Tag Team titles. They're getting it right here tonight live in the penultimate matchup of the evening. It was their first time teaming last week with a former NXT Cruiserweight champ and the Archer of Infamy Damian Priest were able to get it done and get the shot here tonight. And if they were able to win the tag titles tonight, they're of course going to have to defend them at TakeOver Deadline against the Raiders in their rematch, which means Damian Priest would be pulling double duty at TakeOver Deadline if him and McDonough are to win the tag title tonight on NXT. But Priest don't care, he's fine pulling double duty. He wants to be one half of the tag champs and the #1 contender for the NXT Championship as well. And here he comes then, the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest, has arrived. Fresh off getting a massive win over Keith Lee a number of weeks back on NXT. It was the NXT following Vengeance Day and Survivor Series. He's back tonight. He was back last week, but he's back in title contention. But this time, it's for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Damian Priest and JD McDonough of the Judgment Day getting the opportunity of a lifetime this evening. Can they defeat the unstoppable team that have been the Viking Raiders? Viking Raiders have taken out every tag team that stepped in their path, and next up could be the Judgment Day. They could just be added to the list tonight. Gonna have to wait and see. Gonna be a fun one, man. It's Priest, it's McDonough, it's the Raiders. It's next live and back at Iraq for the NXT Tag Team titles on the white and gold brand of NXT. Damian Priest showing everybody who he is, standing tall, and he wants to be standing tall alongside McDonough tonight. McDonough, former champion here in NXT, former Cruiserweight champ, second ever in history, defeated Trick Williams back at TakeOver Battleground with a Cruiserweight title on the line. Let's see if he can become a champion once again tonight with the help of fellow Judgment Day teammate Damian Priest here in the white and gold brand. But here come their opponents, the dominant and current reigning NXT Tag Team Champions, Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders. They have defeated some incredible teams as champions in the likes of Imperium. Also defeated the Creed brothers, A-Town Down Under. The Creeds and A-Town Down Under a triple threat matchup, as well as Fraxium. 5 successful NXT tag title defenses for the Viking Raiders. They could make it 6 if they knock off the Judgment Day here tonight as they won it all the way back at the Great American Bash against Imperium back earlier on in the series. Going to be a fun one tonight as Eric and Ivar look to defend the titles once again against Priest and McDonough. Here we go, man. Going to be a fun one right here on the white and gold brand. Oh yeah, here we go then. Who's going to get it done? Tag titles on the line, that's worth fighting for. The beautiful, prestigious, and coveted NXT tag titles of the world. Let's head down to Alicia Taylor now for the official ring introduction.
Tag team match scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 429 pounds. The team of J.D. McDonough and Damian Priest. And their opponents and a combined weight of 552 pounds, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders.
Here we go then, man. Huge ovation for the Raiders tonight. Thank you, Alicia Taylor, for the great ring introduction as always. As Eric and Ivar now for the 6th time going to hand over the tag titles to referee. Here tonight, Rod Zapata holds up the gold. Penultimate matchup tonight for the NXT Tag Team titles. Going to be a fun one. This crowd ready for it. Let's get straight into the action. It's going to be JD McDonough starting us off against Eric here tonight. Ivar giving Eric some words of encouragement as referee now Rod Zapata rings the bell. Matchup. It's underway. Here we go, man. Colorable tie up. Eric gets the upper hand. Nice kick to the midsection. Kick to the midsection. Kick to the leg. Midsection again. Big shot. Rolls out the way. McDonough now. Roll through. And a double foot stomp by the former Cruiserweight champion. There's been 4 Cruiserweight champions here on NXT. Only ever 2 NXT Tag Team champions. The Raiders being one of them. And Imperium being the inaugural. 4 Cruiserweight champions are, of course, Trick Williams, JD McDonough, Ilya Dragunov, and now Santos Escobar as a clothesline connects there by Eric. There's also been 3 NXT champions, Keith Lee, Gunther, and now Carmelo Hayes, who puts it on the line against Gunther and Trick Williams. And the main event later on tonight following this contest. Eric picking up JD McDonough, Priest at the outside by Ivar. McDonough fed back into the ring by Eric, and now Ivar going to pick up the scraps now off the ropes. Cross body by one half of the tag team champs. McDonough now getting picked up to a vertical basis. Ivar handspring, back elbow. Gotta love the agility by the big man of the Raiders. Cover to retain the gold. Leg hook, shoulders down. 2 count only kick out by McDonough. McDonough needs to make that tag now to Damian Priest, but Ivar going to work over on the big man and the small man in this contest. Ivar doing his thing here against JD McDonough. 2nd time now. The big hammer fist across the face of JD. Really hurting him, mate. Busted open that massive head, that chrome dome of JD McDonough off the rope. Big massive splash from Ivar. Taking the one down to the sails of McDonough. Stomp moving out the way as JD rolls through again. And a double foot stomp by McDonough. JD needs to get back into this contest. What's McDonough got in mind? Big shots on Ivar. Another big shots. Look at JD. Going massive forearm there. And tag made. In comes the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest. Priest now legal, and now Damian Priest takes out Ivar in the corner. And an elbow drop to a grounded champion here. Got him right in the chest. Damian Priest now picking him up to a vertical base. Ivar in trouble. Springboard forearm by Priest. And for the cover, do we have new tag team champions here? 2 count on Ivar and he'll fall. Here in Baghdad, Iraq tonight. On this very special overseas edition of NXT tonight. Ivar now picking up Damian Priest, and look at Ivar. Throwing him overhead there. And this tag title battle off the ropes now as Ivar running DDT. And now what's Ivar got in mind? Damian Priest gets sent on the Raiders corner. Tag made. Back in comes Eric. Uh-oh. And now the Viking experienced by the Raiders. Tag team offense by the tag team champions. What they are made for here in NXT. Priest gets folded over, shoulders down here. 1 count only kick out by Damian Priest. Priest stays alive. Big stomp there with Damian. Oh, look at that massive super kick there. Got him in that jaw. Now Damian Priest collar nibble tie up. Priest looking to pick up Eric now and just dropping him there with a Dominator now stomping away on Eric here on NXT. And look at that's from Damian Priest. Admiring his own handiwork, loving what he is bringing to the table, loving what he is doing, but there's a kick to the leg. Big got him right in the hammy there was Eric. Eric, nice shots on Damian Priest, and what's Eric got in mind? Got him with a gut wrench, and a power bomb. Cover, shoulders down to retain the tag team, goal to the Raiders, 2 count, kick out by Damian Priest once more. Big tag team action, but Priest moving out of the way, went for a clothesline there. Oh, big elbow from Damian Priest, face back clothesline. And now Eric wanted the tag. Priest not going to let him get to Ivar. Going to try and isolate. Eric in the Judgment Day corner. Tag made. McDonough back in. We're back down to the original 2 men that started off this contest. JD caught him in the midsection. Another former cruiserweight champ. Look at him do what he does best and fly across the ring. Drop kick off the springboard. Covering Eric. Shoulders down here. New tag champ. 2 count kicker. Eric's still alive. Stop moving out the way. Eric runs and double knees. Caught him in the chest. Eric in for the cover just like that. Retain the tag goal for the Raiders. And Damian Priest breaks it up. Damian Priest making the save. Making sure that the Judgment Day still have a chance of walking out tag champs tonight. Let's look at this. From Eric on Damian Priest. Going to send Priest to the outside. But there's JD McDonough. Schoolboy to steal one. The Judgment Day for the tag titles. 2 count kick out by Eric. So we're going to see the tag team champs with us. JD McDonough with a drop kick there on Eric. Man, oh man. Now JD McDonough on fire here in this one. Eric on the outside. Eric now. Going to fall on the outside of the ring by JD McDonough, who looks to fly here in this one. Here comes JD. Looking to fly. Toby Suicide taking out one of the tag team champions. McDonough going crazy tonight. Eric now. Sent back into the ring here. JD up to the top rope. Eric getting to a vertical base. Going to try and stop the former cruiserweight champion. But there's JD with a flying clothesline off the top. Caught him in the chest. JD McDonough. Loving what he's doing here. But tag made. And comes Ivar. Uh-oh. Look out, JD. Clothesline there by Ivar. Ivar now. Picking up McDonough. Big massive kicks. Oh, what a boot. Just threw him halfway across the ring and he's going to have to roll out to the floor to catch a breather now. And McDonough done this to Eric. Ivar going to do it to JD. Toby Suicide by the big man of the Raiders. The high flyer of the Raiders happens to be the big man. There's Ivar. Trying to put down JD McDonough now. Picking him up to his feet. Massive kick to the chest. Second one connects. There's number 3. And a roll. And a beautiful spinning heel kick from Ivar. And the big man stomping away. JD drop kick, not enough to knock him down. But look at the strength of the former cruiserweight champ. Somehow picking him up and platting him down. Cover. Do we have new champions? 2 count kick out by Ivar. Oh man. And Damian Priest now getting tagged back in. Priest and Ivar now the legal 2 participants. Elbow drop on Priest. Or by Priest on Ivar. Damian now kick to the hammy. By Ivar in this tag team title match. And look at this. Ivar running in with a shoulder breaker. JD went to get taken out, but there's a knee there. By McDonough. Ivar looking for him again, but McDonough again. Able to get him scared, and Ivar 3rd time's the charm. Down he goes. As Ivar leg drops Damian Priest. Make sure he's staying down. And they're stomping away on him now. Once Ivar got a 9, Damian Priest is out of it. Tepe top rope. Goes one half of the tag champs to retain the gold here. Doom Salt from Ivar. Cover on Priest to retain the tag gold. Scores 2. And a kick out by Damian. Priest has got a lot of proof tonight because he might be pulling double duty if him and McDonough are victorious tonight in this matchup with the tag titles on the line. But it's not looking very good for the Judgment Day right now. But wait a minute, I spoke too soon. He countered, he kicked him in the hammy, he got him with a tombstone slam. It's Priest who covers, it's Ivar who makes the save. Oh man, but look at Damian Priest knocking Ivar off the apron. And this could be it. This could be it right here. For the Judgment Day, Damian Priest picks up Eric. Do we have new NXT Tag Team Champions? Priest to get the one here. Picks him up. Reasons. Edge by Priest. Cover. Leg hook, shoulders down. Priest to make enough for the tag goal. 2 count. Eric kicks out. Eric kicks out. Oh my god. How the hell did he do that? There's a tag. In comes JD McDonough once again. McDonough heading up to the top rope. He's the legal participant. The Irish Ace now. Moonsault off the top on Eric. Cover, leg hook, shoulders down once more. This could do it. 2 count Eric. Near fall again. Wowie. Wowie. It's all I gotta say. Just a incredible battle. Let's look at that from Eric. Big running STO. Eric now got him where he wants him. Oh yeah! Big knee to the back of the head. Off the full Nelson, and it's Damian Priest who makes the save. Holy hell, and Eric not having it at all. Went to go for a Priest, but Priest moving off and taking a sweet ass time to get back on the apron. Tag man and a Wyvern. Smart strategy from Eric. You don't want to give the Judgment Day time to cooperate back in this matchup. Recuperate rather. McDonough, wait a minute. Headbutt, double inside of the big man. Cover new champs. Eric backhand makes the save before the official can even start his count. JD, oh, trying to save it. Bye-bye. Of Eric, knee up though, got on that time. McDonough right there, elbow from Ivar, however, Ivar runs in, shoulders down here, can he get him? Jackknife, pin and retain on the Raiders and a kick out. But look at this, massive splash there from Ivar. Ivar doing his thing, and look at this here. The cannonball sent on from the bottom rope, taking all the wind out of the sails of JD McDonough. Frequent tags from the Raiders, tag back in as Eric. JD McDonough and a whole world of hurt. The double knees for the second time, and I don't think JD has anything left. Damian Priest, the man who'll be in the deadline gauntlet, knocked off the apron. He might not be pulling double duty at deadline. At this rate, Irish up in the corner, tag made, and comes Ivor to put McDonough away to retain the tag gold. Raiders now hit the fallout. Here's the cover to retain. Leg is hooked, shoulders down. Can they do it? There's two. The Raiders are still the NXT Tag Team Champions. My lord, what a fight. A very hard task for the Raiders to overcome, but they're still able to do so against a potential contender for the NXT title and a former Cruiserweight champion. And Priest and McDonough, 6 successful championship defenses now for the Raiders, who are going to defeat the NXT Tag Team Champions, the unstoppable force of NXT's Tag Team Division, reign supreme once again tonight, putting away the Judgment Day and retaining the NXT Tag Team Gold. What a battle, a very physical match and a hard-fought matchup, hard-fought win for the Viking Raiders tonight, who are once again still your NXT Tag Team Champions. So you see, that was the final blow, the fallout, the move that gives the Raiders the majority of their Tag Team title defenses and successful retention. It was the move that won them the gold, and tonight it's the move that made them remain champions, pinning the former Cruiserweight champion McDonough as Ivar and Eric look on to take over Deadline to see who will be next to step up in the Tag Team Division to face the Raiders for the Tag Team titles. But it's about more titles tonight, because now time for your main event of the evening for the NXT Championship. Triple threat action. Hayes put it on the line against best friend Trick Williams and the ring general Gunther, the former champ. It's next, live and back at Iraq. Your main event, NXT Gold, hanging and the balance. It's coming up first. It's time to whoop that trick. What a night it's been so far back at Iraq, and it was 2 weeks ago in NXT where this man got a single opportunity against the NXT champ and his best friend Carmelo Hayes. He came up short. Can he do it in triple threat scenario tonight? Trick it in easy, but it's Trick Williams. This one is going to be a fun triple threat main event for the NXT title.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the NXT Championship. Introducing the challenger from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, Rick Williams.
Trick Williams always getting a massive ovation from the crowd. Here tonight is no different, and he could be walking out the brand new NXT champion, but Trick has had 3. This is going to be his 3rd shot of the NXT title tonight. He challenged Gunther in the main event of Vengeance Day. Then afterwards, losing, Carmelo Hayes cashed in his Money Bank contract. He won on the NXT brand, a part of TakeOver Battleground. On that man, the former champ, the Ring General, and the leader of Imperium, Gunther. And Gunther is back tonight looking to reclaim his pride.
Representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds, Gunther!
Can Gunther become a two-time NXT champion? Because that's the triple threat match. One fall to the finish with a champion in this one, Carmelo Hayes. Doesn't have to be pinned or submitted to lose the NXT championship tonight. And that's very important. High stakes main event here tonight. Gonna be awesome here in this one. It's Gunther. It's Trick. It's Hayes. Hayes has faced Gunther one-on-one. Gunther's faced Trick one-on-one. Hayes has even faced Trick one-on-one. But this time, all three of them come together. One final time. Triple threat matchup. But ladies and gentlemen, here is the kicker. Courtesy of NXT General Manager, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. The winner, of course, remains NXT Champion. The losers will not. But whoever gets pinned in this matchup is out. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, the NXT Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Hayes makes his way to the ring. He comes out. I want to reiterate what I said. Whoever gets pinned, nothing happens. You get pinned, cool. But the loser of this match, whoever doesn't walk out the NXT champion without taking the pin or submission loss, whoever doesn't get pinned or submitted to lose this match, will be the fourth man added to the NXT TakeOver Deadline Gauntlet match at that namesake show, NXT TakeOver Deadline. That's going to be interesting to see that at least the fourth man will be added, because these three men in the NXT title picture, whoever doesn't get pinned or submitted, will earn their way into the Deadline Gauntlet at Deadline to get potentially another opportunity at the NXT title if they win that Gauntlet match. But here we go, folks, your main event about to be underway, and that's what they're fighting for right there. They've been a bumper stages and covered in NXT Championship of the World. Let's get straight into it. The crowd is ready. I'm ready. The three talent is ready. Let's do this in bag out of rack. For this incredible main event, Ron Zapata holds up the gold. That's what they're fighting for. Let's do this, man. Let's get to work. Your main event in Iraq. Shrek Williams, the former champion, the Ring General Gunther, and the current champion, him, Carmelo Hayes. Here we go. Ron Zapata rings the bell. Match up on the way as Gunther goes straight for Trick. Big drop kick as Melo goes for the Ring General now. Beautiful reverse DDT, but Trick going straight for Melo. They may be best friends, but it is every man for themselves in a triple threat contest. We saw that last week on SmackDown with Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler. They were a tag team. They both challenged in a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title, and they went straight for each other off the opening bell like they hated each other's guts. But that's what it's all for. Triple threat. Every man for themselves, and that is going to be for the Royal Rumble is concerned as well, which is coming up in just 2 weeks' time. Gunther now got Trick. Big butterfly suplex. And Hayes going for Gunther. Big elbow on Gunther. And a running STO. But the Ring General, Trick though knocking down Gunther. Going in for the pin already. Gunther could be out. Trick for the title, kicking immediately. But the Ring General not going to put him away just yet. It's Carmelo Hayes looking for a weapon. Triple threat match. Everything's legal. That's a baseball bat. Throws it, but no. Missing there. Trick Williams. Oh, wait a minute. Went for a clothesline. Gets caught in a standing Spanish fly by Melo. It's now Melo and Trick going at it. Trick picking up Hayes. Beautiful power slam. And oh, there's a big shot from Gunther with a baseball bat. Didn't get all of it though. Big lead in midsection on Trick Williams. Gunther now big spinning Uranagi there. My lord, Melo looking to fly. Completely missing Gunther though. Went to go for Trick, who's on the outside. It's Gunther. Links up the chest of Carmelo Hayes and plants some of the mat, rolls through now. And look at Trick Williams there. Unbelievable scenes. And look at this. Big massive shots now from Trick Williams. The two losers will go back to the back of the line. Well, one of the losers will go to the back of the line. The other loser will be in the Deadline Gauntlet match. The winner walks out, of course, with the most coveted prize in the game here in NXT. That beautiful, prestigious and coveted NXT title. Trick went for a DDT on Gunther. Gunther able to counter. Big shots in the midsection by the Ring General. Look at Ring on a two-time champ. Clothesline. Caught him right in the throw. Covered by Gunther. Leg hook, shoulders down for the NXT title here. One count now. Breaking it up as Melo. And last week on NXT, Gunther earned this shot into this matchup by winning a 6-man tag alongside Imperium. Vinci and Kaiser and Gunther defeating Melo, Trek and Cesaro in last week's triple threat, or last week's 6-man tag main event. And tonight in Bag Out of Rock, we've got a triple threat main event. Melo, springboard clothesline pinfall. Gunther making the save. Gunther's second time. Massive ripcord lariat. Dons Melo, he's inside out. Trek, however, DDT on Gunther. Melo runs in on Trek. Trek went for a flying clothesline. Melo way out of the way there, and a clothesline of his own by Melo Hayes. And it was Melo and Gunther. Look at Melo, look at that, round the world they go. Face first, also by Melo to retain the NXT title. 2-count kick out by Gunther. My days, now Trek runs in on Melo Hayes, picking up Melo, gonna hit him with his own move, suplex countered by Melo, or by Trek rather, on Melo, went for the cover by Gunther right there to make the save. And now going for Trek, and this incredible battle, look at that twisting at the head of Trek Williams. Gunther all over Trek here, but Trek gets the better of him, running STO there from Williams. As where the hell is Trek going? Metal rope now. Melo Hayes on the outside. Trek big splash to the back of Gunther. In for the cover. Shoots the half hook and the leg, shoulders down here. Melo makes the save of the count of one. This one rolling on, stomp away there. But look at Trek Williams picking up Carmelo Hayes. He's doing an incredible battle last week round. But look at this. Melo Hayes gets shot down there with a pump handle power slam. And now it's Gunther going after Trek Williams and a big stomp right in the midsection. Gunther walks right through him, and now Melo Hayes elbow drop on Trek. Gunther now right there, big elbow on Melo Hayes. Gunther picking up Hayes, look at this last symphony to become a 2-time NXT champ. Covering Hayes, 2 count down here, no, kicked out by Carmelo, unbelievable. Man, oh man. Well, tonight there's massive stakes, but also massive stake coming up next week in NXT is that main event. We've got a number 1 contenders match for the NXT title. They get a shot in the main event, a takeover deadline, but the winner will get the shot at deadline. The loser will be added to the gauntlet match. It's going to be the former and the inaugural NXT champion Keith Lee battling the inaugural cruiserweight champion of the NXT brand, the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. His Trick hit Gunther with a steel chair for a 2 count. In this triple threat championship battle tonight. There you go, Dragunov and Lee next week. Winner gets the title match at deadline. Loser is going to the gauntlet match. And it could be Trick who wins the title. Trick shot, but he's not going for the cover. Gets Melo coming in with a sledgehammer, but he drop kicked it away and he's gone back to him up now, ground and pound. On the ring, General Gunther. In for the cover, breaking it up though, my lord. Also next week, North American title matchup is going down. Massive contest. Is Matt Riddle going to defend against the countdown? Austin Theory as Trek Williams gets caught with that chair. Get thrown it. Melo throwing it at him. My days, but back and forth these two men go. North American title matchup coming your way next week. Also number 1 contendership for the tag titles going to be happening as well. Hurt Business of Wesley and Cedric Alexander, Lightning Business formerly known of course. They take on Los Garza, Legado, whatever you want to call them, Los Lotharios, Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo, and a number 1 contender tag title matchup. But look at this, Gunther got the sleeper locked in on Trek though, able to get out of it and hang on. And that's triple threat number 1 contender match. That's a championship match tonight. And look at Melo Hayes with the sledgehammer, Trek moving it away from him, Trip going after him, but Gunther not allowing anything. Oh, look at that Trek, wait a minute, Uranagi on Hayes, Gunther spinning Uranagi of his own, this time on Trek to steal it for the NXT title, covered by Gunther, leg hook, shoulders down, 2 count, oh my god, wow, hey ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable scenes, and look at this. My days, folks. And also next week, according to Gunther, he's not happy with the way Imperium is going. So next week, 1-on-1 match between the 2 other members of Imperium and the former NXT Tag Team Champs, the inaugural champs. Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci go 1-on-1 and per Gunther's rules. The winner, still in Imperium. The loser is kicked out. All that and so much more next week live on NXT, folks. But back in the ring, Gunther going to walk on Trick Williams with a sledgehammer as Melo's on the outside. No champion's advantage. And this triple threat contest tonight. Anything goes. Gunther launching the sledgehammer at Trick. Cover to become new champ. 2 down. Trick kicks out. Melo would have been too late if Trick hadn't kicked out Gunther. Would have become a 2-time champ by now. But Melo fading back against the ring general here. What a battle in the white and gold brand for the NXT title and bag out of rack tonight. Big massive knee. Trick though fighting back against Carmelo Hayes. Now going to send him against the ropes. Massive battle. Trick Williams got his arm there. My days, Trick going for the shots on Melo Hayes. Look at Trick Williams. Massive DDT. And there's Gunther making a save, stomping away on the inaugural NXT Cruiserweight Champion is Trick. But look at Gunther, wait a minute, powerbomb, it stacks up, Trick, 2-time champ for Gunther, 2 Gordon Williams, no, kicked out, by Trick. Unbelievable. Melo Hayes now back down. Vertical base, but now knocked right back down by Gunther. Big boot, Gunther for the title cover. Shoulders down, lateral press, near fall. Oh my hell. What a battle tonight. Melo gets to his feet. Melo, big massive shots on Gunther. Shot after shot out of the corner. Hayes, nice crossbody. Trick comes in with a kendo stick, but Melo counters. And gonna hit Trick with it. And look at that, just throwing it at Trick Williams. And a bam, first 40 in a Trick. Double knees there, Melo top rope looking to retain the NXT title. Gunther getting up, Melo looking for nothing but net of Gunther. Here's the cover to retain the NXT title right here. Scoring 2 in the ring general, and a kick out by Gunther. Holy hell. Look at Trick, big boot by Trick. Oh no, Trick Williams now. This could do it. For the NXT title, flown over Uranagi. Gunther back in, making a save, stomping away on him now. And a third time in the match with a ripcord lariat, turns Trick inside out. Oh, but he's not done with Trick Williams. Trick was going to roll out. If I was Gunther, I'd go for Hayes and pick up the scraps. Maybe pin the man. He's down and out. Going to win the NXT title there, Gunther. Oh, but back into the ring is Trick going straight back for Melo. Knife edge chop, down goes the NXT champion Hayes. Up again, smack to the face. Gunther going crazy. Trick going for Melo, however. Irish whip. And now going to set on the outside. Gunther back in. And again with that Uranagi on Trick. And now Gunther going for Carmelo Hayes. Big forearm shot on Hayes. Melo and Gunther staring right at one another. Melo Hayes, nice shot. Top rope goes Hayes. Trick going back for Gunther. Irish whip off the ropes. Hayes perched up top. Drop down from Trick. Leapfrog from Trick. Trick shot from Trick. And then Trick on the elbow drop. And then Melo breaks up the pin attempt. Unbelievable scenes. Gunther down and out. Trick Williams caught off guard. Roll up here. Schoolboy from Melo. Retain the goal. 2 count. Melo Hayes does it just like that. Gets the best of his best friend as the former champ. Gunther just got to a vertical base. That's how you do it. Get the win at the last possible moment. Melo Hayes now with 3 successful NXT Championship defenses. What an incredible main event tonight as Melo is still the NXT Champion live and back out of the ring. What a matchup and what a show it's been, folks. That's all we have time for. Thank you very much for joining us and we'll see you tomorrow for another action-packed edition of SmackDown. You don't want to miss it and we'll see you then. Until then though guys, take it easy, take care, and we'll see you soon. Peace!